So we have our ECT sensor down right here, and we discovered a little bit of a fault with the connection. So right now the sensor is plugged in, and on here on the PID it says it's reading negative 40 degrees, which is not correct. And when you jiggle the wires a little bit, it'll jump up to 77, which is accurate, and then if I let go, it might jump down. Yep, it'll go back down to negative 40. So we discovered a little bit of a fault here at the connection with these two wires before getting started.
Right here, I'm going to show you what happens when you short these two circuits together. See how it goes to 284 degrees? That is because the resistance is now low, resulting in a lower voltage as well.
So when we did that test where we shorted the circuit, we did set the mil, as you can see there, and we set a P0118, which is a high input on the engine coolant temperature circuit, which makes sense. So we're just going to go ahead and clear that code and continue on.
So right now we're going to focus on the intake air temperature sensor. It is reading 75 degrees, which is about right for inside. And here in a second, I'm going to tell my partner to unplug it. And once it reaches that max resistance of being an open circuit, you will realize that the temperature will be reading as negative 40. Right there it goes. And as you can see, we already have our ECT unplugged because it has been reading negative 40 this entire time. So right now we are sending a 2000 Buick LeSabre, and we're about to do a sweep test on the throttle position sensor. We have the sensor back probe from the signal to the ground, and we're going to run through this real quick, make sure that there's no aggressive spikes in the process of pushing down the pedal. And there you have it. It gradually increased until we reached full open throttle and didn't have any aggressive spikes, so that looks like the sensor is good to go.
Alright, so now we have the connector for the TPS disconnected, and we are attached to the signal and the ground wire, and we're measuring resistance in ohms. And we're going to perform a sweep test right now to see what resistance values we're getting between signal and ground. So right now we're at idle, and we're at 1.38 kilo ohms, and I'll tell my partner to start doing the sweep. And as you can see, the resistance starts to go up between the signal and the ground as the wiper moves up on the resistor.
And after we check all these circuits out, we got them right here. Make sure they don't shoot together.
As you can see, there was a little bit of a dead spot right there. I went to OL real quick. And now we're at wide open throttle at 4.5 kilo ohms, which is a lot more than what we were at idle.
We are here again doing the same exact type of sweep test on the plugged in TPS sensor. And we're going to do the sweep test with the picoscope this time, so it'll be a little bit easier to see what's happening. As he's slowly pushing on the gas pedal, you can see the voltage slowly rise. And what we're looking for here is either a sudden raise or a sudden drop in voltage. And right there he reaches full throttle, so seems like the sensor is in good shape and it's ready to hit the road.